Welcome to the Jay Graves Report College Football Weekly Wrap-Up, Week 10. Y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Wrapping up the top 5 ball games of the weekend, so let's get right to it. Now, let's go down to Louisville. We got number 2, Florida State, going to Papa John Stadium to play number 25, Louisville Cardinals. Now, Louisville comes into this ball game, had the number 1 defense in the country. But I told you boys that famous Jameis was the real deal. Florida State wins this ball game 42-31, but it wasn't easy. First half, Florida State's down 21-0. Boys start blowing my phone up because they know I'm on famous Jameis' team. This done is the real deal. I say, hey, hold on, sit in the cut. It's not over. He getting ready to go out here and show out. Hey. He came out here, put up 401 yards, 3 touchdowns, three dub picks in the first half. Hey, it is what it is. I wish everybody stopped hating on this boy. I'm listening to the radio, all these dubs out here talking about he ain't even in the top 3 in the Heisman hunt. I mean, you hating, bruh. He the best quarterback in America. I don't care what you say, what you think of him. He's the best quarterback in America, and if you're going to keep it real or all the way 100, whichever comes first, he the number 1 Heisman hopeful. I'm just going to keep it real. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we're going down to Jacksonville. We got Florida, shows up unranked, dub, playing the number 11 Georgia Bulldogs. Now, old Will Muschamp fighting for his job, bro. They already packed his clothes up. Put the for sale sign out in front of the house. Got the U-Haul on his way to Jacksonville to pick up the rest of his stuff to run it over, to run it right over into the ocean. Hey, but this dog goes out there and beats the brakes off the Georgia Bulldog. Say it with me. Georgia is Mark Richt's Georgia. Duh! I picked Georgia to win this game. Everybody in America picked Georgia to win this game, and this old spray tan wearing Mark Richt go out there and lose this ball game. Matter of fact, they should be talking about firing Mark Richt as opposed to old Will Muschamp. Well, they gonna fire him anyway. Hey, nice win, no cigar. You still gonna get fired because you been done. The Duns down in Florida, they just gonna shake your hand. They just not gonna kick you out the front door when the season is over. They just gonna shake your hand. These dudes from Florida just lined up and ran that down their throat all night long. Florida put up 418 yards rushing on these boys. Matt Jones and Kelvin Taylor combined for 389 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. Everybody in their mama's mama. The man sitting next to the man, knew they was going to run the ball every play. And the Georgia Bulldog couldn't stop him. What? And every year, they're going to have Georgia ranked in the top 10 when the season starts. Stop doing it. I tell you every year, Georgia is Mark Richt's Georgia. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 17, Utah. Goes out to the desert to play number 14, Arizona State. Now, I told you boys going into this game that Arizona State had a 10-game win streak on these ducks and wasn't nothing they could do with them. So they go into overtime. Arizona State wins it 19-16. Utah hadn't beat these boys since 1976. I mean, do you realize what was going on in 1976, bruh? Bobby Bowden was cursing in 1976. He wasn't saying dadgummit. He was saying the unedited version of dadgummit. They get into this game. Utah got an opportunity to win it in overtime, and the dog kicker missed 2 field goals in overtime, bro. I mean, the 76 curse got these boys. Now they have lost 11 straight to them, and probably going to win or lose a couple more. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 7. TCU goes out to Morgantown to play number 20, West Virginia. Now, I picked TCU to win this ball game. They come out of here with a 31-30 win. As time expires, they kick a 37-yard field goal, win the ball game. This is what blew my mind. TCU put up 82 points against old Texas Tech a week ago. They put out their lowest output of the season on Saturday, only scored 31 points, but they win the ball game. I was assured that this game was going to be a track meet. I mean, neither one of these teams played any defense. So I figured it was going to be 45-50 or 65-70 because both of them horrible playing defense. But they came out of this ball game, both relatively did well playing defense, 31-30 game. This is the third straight time that this doggone series has gone into overtime. So keep it on your map. TCU, West Virginia, every year is going to overtime, bro. That's just where it's going to be. Let's move on to the next ball game. Let's go down to the SEC, to the big game. We had number 3, Auburn, going down to the Dove Grove to play number 4, Ole Miss. Now, I've been telling you boys all year, Ole Miss was Ole Miss. Everybody in America drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking that Ole Miss is going to run the table and do what they... Ole Miss is Ole Miss. Ole Miss went out here last night, got beat 35-31. Everybody in America is upset. Even the doggone fan base for Ole Miss is upset because old boy broke his, Laquan Treadwell broke his doggone leg. Unfortunately, he broke his leg. It was terrible at the end of the game. He fumbled the ball right at the goal line. But let's keep it real. It shouldn't have been that close. You playing at the crib. You the vaunted Ole Miss. Nope, everybody's talking about that play, but nobody's talking about old Doug Bo Wallace out there right at the 5-yard line, laying on top of boy, still trying to fight for yardage instead of just holding the ball and rolling over, touching the ground. That done got stripped, and there it is. It happens. You try to do too much, Bo Wallace, and that's what it is. Now, neither one of these teams played any defense. Let's keep this real. Auburn put up 507 yards of total offense. Ole Miss put up 492 yards of total offense. Neither one of them, I mean, it was terrible, dude. And Auburn better do something before the Iron Bowl because they couldn't tackle a simple math problem the other night, bro. They were horrible. Open field tackling was terrible. These guys out there arm tackling, it didn't make any sense. All I'm saying is, I'm just glad that Ole Miss has gone away to pasture, that now they're at the glue factory. We don't have to hear about them anymore. The doggone slipper turned into a pumpkin, and we can live our lives. And like I told you in the preview, everybody from Ole Miss going to be in 2056, going to be talking about, remember in 2014 when we were undefeated, and then all of a sudden we lost 2 in a row? Duh, because you Ole Miss. Hey, it's your man Jay Graves Report from the JayGravesReport.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JayGravesReport so you can holler at your boy.